Okay, first of all, my name is Pastor Caston Cupid. Originally from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So, what really get me to the Ardyss products, Ardyss Life Opportunity, back in 2020, when I was diagnosed as a pre-diabetic, and the doctor wanted to put me on metformin. But one of my friend called me, one of my friend who was an entrepreneur also in Ardyss Life. So he called me and told me about this wonderful product that Ardyss have that can help people because of the result that he got for his sister. And because of that, he sent me, of course, the information. I saw the product, and I was very interested in the product because I didn't want to go through that pharmaceutical medication. So I decided I'm going to talk. I'm going to take this product. And then he told me there's also a financial opportunity about also with this business. So at the time I didn't have the money. I didn't have the money to start a business, and that's honest, and that's back in 2020 in March. But I was so anxious to get into this health and well business. So I decided I'm going to start with four products. At that time, I think they have different packages. They have I think things changed now, but we had I can't remember the express packages, which was for $100 at that time, where you get four products for $100. So I started with four bottles of red living, and I did not, although I need it for myself, I did not use it. I did not use the four bottles. I sold the four bottles because I was so excited about the product. And then I start to recruit people and get into the business. Then I purchase a case, and from there, that's history. I also a husband, and which I married also. I have three wonderful boys also with me, and they're very business oriented. They love business also. I'm a minister of the gospel here in St. Croix. I'm associate pastor also here in St. Croix, so that's really good. I also work for the ambulance company here in St. Croix. So I work in the hospital also, so I get to see different people, healthcare people, nurses, doctors, while I'm in the hospital. So that's just a little background of me. And again, I came from St. Vincent, from a family of six. I am the eldest out of all my siblings, which is I am three brothers and three sisters, and I'm happy for this opportunity. So that's really my background. Well, I've been in this marketing business for a very long time, and I try all different companies, and I realized something with Ardyss. Ardyss is very different in the sense that Ardyss have some products that really works very well, and I love Ardyss for the sale. That's what I love Ardyss about. Ardyss always have sale, so Ardyss always give you a right for your money, and I love company like that who really give sales. So what really drives me in Ardyss is getting the sales, they getting the discount price. Especially when they have the buy two and get one for $4.99, or buy two and get one for $5.99. So that's really drives me. And what another thing that drives me here, I realize that a lot of people here in St. Croix also, and not only St. Croix, but a lot of people here are suffering from cancer. And for a very long time, I was wondering what can stop people from dying from cancer. And the answer was right in front of me when I met my mentor, Dr. John, that he had prostate cancer for stage 4, and he was able to beat it. So with his story, I was able to sell a lot of product to different people, cancer patients. And so that's what really drives me with Ardyss, the product that's helped so many people. That's given me the joy with the Ardyss. So I want to encourage Ardyss to continue to keep up that sales going. That's really motivate me to keep on going. I'm a man of a vision, and I speak prophetic words, and what really give me the drive now to go ahead with this franchise, because A couple of months ago, Ardyss had we used to have these meetings, and I remember in one meeting, I said, "Listen, in St. Croix, I was so excited about Ardyss. I said, in St. Croix, we're going to have pallets and pallets of pallets of pallets of pallets coming to St. Croix," and I was so excited in that meeting about that passion. And then when the opportunity comes with the French fries, I remember that I said pallets after pallets going to come to St. Croix, and I said, I'm going to make this happen because I am a winner, and winners make things happen. And that's really give me the push really to go ahead with the franchise, because I already said it. And now I see that I said to my wife, I'm running away from Ardyss, but Ardyss is looking for me. There must be something about Ardyss and me. So therefore, I'm going to really go ahead with this opportunity to make this become a reality, that pallets after pallets after pallets is going to come to St. Croix. And now we are seeing it, that pallets after pallets is going to come to St. Croix. As I said, I started this business in 2020. There's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of people who drop out. And one thing I understand in this entrepreneurship, you have to know your why. And a lot of people come into this business don't know the why. So as soon as something happens, because they don't have a why, they drop out of the race. But I have a why. And my why is to be financially free. My why is to make sure that I am on the beach with my family, enjoying time and have a passive income. So this give me the drive as an entrepreneur to make sure that I'm financially free. And it makes me look back from the days when I could only afford bread at that time, you know. And this opportunity that I have here now, I can buy more than bread. And so that's really my passion behind this whole thing. What I really see is to get the message out there. I'm on the street every day. I know the people, and I believe once we get this information to the people, because in my territory here in St. Croix, there's a lot of people who are experiencing, again, a lot of cancer is going on, a lot of diabetes is going on here, and we are willing to make the extra push to make sure that the people in St. Croix are served. And we know once we have, this is what we needed in St. Croix. We needed a location. We needed some way that people can come and actually find us. You could imagine at this moment, people still go at the supermarket and look for me every Friday. Even if I'm not there, they still go and look for me. So you could imagine when we have a location where people can find us. And I think this gonna really works very well, because we have a lot of sick people here who need the information, who don't have the information. And now we have the resources, which is the product, the Ardyss Life products that can help so many sick people here in St. Croix. And I must say, the nurses in the hospital, they fall in love with it. You know, everybody fall in love with the red levy. So they are so excited with the red levy and the cran aloe, and we are willing to do the necessary things to make sure that the people of St. Croix don't have to die from cancer, and let them know their practical step they can take to reverse diabetes, which we have our products that can also help you. Well, a lot of people have been impacted already, especially my wife. She have a wonderful testimony where she was experiencing PCOS, and by using Ardyss Life product, especially the red levy and the cran aloe, that those two are her best friend with the green 29. So we already see great potential here in St. Croix. We have people who purchase the product every month. So there are lots of people here that will start to use this product once they already started because we already planted the seed. And because we planted the seed, we know that when you plant a seed, it must grow. And so we think once we get that product out there, and I am so, listen, you don't see the stores yet, but I am so excited. I was down there today, and I was just imagining just the way how we're gonna set this place up, you know. And we just developed this store, this part of it, just for Ardyss Life, and we are excited. I came home this afternoon and said to my wife, I am super excited for this opportunity because it's something that coming. You see, I look at one of the things I see with Ardyss, the biblical, it talks about family, which is very important. And I see from that conference in Las Vegas, I see how Papa and Mama operates in that conference in Las Vegas, and I see how Alejandro and his wife operate, and I see that there's a train coming down, and I look at my own sons, my own sons. I have one is coming here because I want him to be here with me with this business also. So by just looking at the way that the Ardyss Life family set up in a way for success, and he is handing down. And what really got me in that conference is when Papa said that he building this legacy for not only for his children but for his grandchildren also was there, and that's really stand out with me how the company built for family, because I know family is very important. I want to encourage people to be brave and courageous. I want to encourage people not to give up, because there are times when I feel like I wanted to give up, because one of the things I want to encourage you also to immune yourself to shame. We got to immune ourselves to shame, because there's people who are going to come and say that the product is too expensive. There are people who are going to come and say the product is not working. There are people who are going to come and say all kinds of negatives, and it takes 3 positive words to overcome 1 negative word. So I want to encourage you, no matter what comes your way, but most of all, as I said before, know your why. People need to know why they're getting into this business, because a lot of people comes into the business with wrong motive. A lot of people feel they can come in today and make $1 million today. No, sometimes you have to go through all these steps. I fell down many times in Ardyss. I got my whole team taken away from me because of deceit of other people, and I'm still going. I didn't make those who came into my life see the potential of me, use me, and then put me on the side, walk with my team, mash up my team, and then I start all over again, because I say, you know what happened? I am not giving up. I know when the month comes, I need money to pay my bills. And that is what drives me, because when the month comes, I always make some form of money, either from the back office or retail price, so that I can pay my bills. So right now, most people are in the negative. And I thank God I am not in the negative, I am in the positive. So I want to encourage people, in spite of all the challenges that you're getting, keep pushing. Keep pushing, because there must be some light at the end of the tunnel. My biggest inspiration, I must say, is Dr. John. When Dr. John started, when I get the opportunity in 2020, I must give Dr. John his crown now that he's alive. You know, when I call Dr. John, when I get into the opportunity, I purchased the four products. I sold those 4 products. I had $200 from those 4 products. I borrowed another $100, and I called Dr. John and I said, Dr. John, I need a case of this product, because I was excited and fire for the Ardyss products. And I said, I don't have the money for the shipping and the handling, the shipping. And he said, no problem. And he helps me with the shipping cost for me to get that product here into St. Thomas, which is the same US Virgin Islands. And I used to go to Dr. John meeting every night because I was hungry. You see, I was hungry for success. And because I went to Dr. John meeting every single night except Saturday night, I able to hear all the information that Dr. John was speaking about this red levy. And to this day, I don't need a PowerPoint. I don't need anything. I can go to any audience and I can stand and I can speak about this product called the red levy without any presentation in front of me. And Dr. John was my biggest who inspire me in this company. And one day I always wanted to meet Dr. John, where I met him at the conference. And he said something to me that very important. He said, Cupid, Pastor Cupid, an opportunity like this changed my life. And I walk away from that conference saying the same thing. I want this opportunity to change my life. So Dr. John was my biggest admirer and my biggest inspiration. I don't even know how to describe this, but I'm going to try my best to see how I can describe this in one word. I will say this is an incredible opportunity. And why is it an incredible opportunity? Because I can see growth. So we already project this thing in the next 5 years, how it's going to kick off. And there's more than one word, but I think this is an incredible opportunity here for us. And we believe we believe in faith, and we are putting faith to action with this Ardyss Life program.